The Insured Zone. The Insured Zone with Bet Insured.
Yo guys, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back to another edition of the Ensure Zone podcast brought to you by Bet Ensure. Of course, you know it's your host on the show. My name is Tim, the sports talk guy. Yes, I am back again this Friday to give you another tasty predictions right here. The people that actually, took part in the predictions from last week can testify that right here at the Ensure Zone podcast, all we give right here, fantastic predictions. And I'm sure that most of them are smiling right now because all the predictions that we gave from last week were top notch. But of course, before we go on the show, how about we check out those predictions from last week? Let's go. Yeah, so now into the predictions from last week. We'll begin from the first one involving Leicester City and Chelsea. Yes, we predicted a full-time result of Chelsea win or draw, which is away win or draw. And that was fantastic. Chelsea won the game 2-1. And even our correct score prediction of 2-1 was also perfect, as that game ended 2-1 as well in favor of Chelsea. How about the expert prediction as well of away over 12.5 shots towards goal? It was as well perfect, as Chelsea finished the game with about 17 shots towards goal in that game. And also we predicted another one, which was home over 3.5 saves for Leicester City, which was also on point. So it means all the predictions we had in that game was perfectly accurate. How about Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest? Arsenal at home at the Emirates Stadium. We predicted over 2.5 goals. Arsenal won that game 3-0. That was perfect as well. Although our correct score prediction of 3-1 wasn't really on point, but of course we can as well keep our heads high because we predicted Arsenal to score 3 goals and they did score 3 goals. Nottingham Forest could have actually gotten a goal, but they were just not that sharp in attack. Also, our expert prediction of over 4.5 saves wasn't really on point because Arsenal were the ones that did most of the attacks. Nottingham Forest goalkeeper Matt Sells only had 3 saves in that game, which means that did not actually materialize. But of course, our over 8.5 corner kicks was on point as well, as the game finished with 9 corner kicks in total, 8 to Arsenal and 1 to Nottingham Forest. Now moving into the game between Man City and Tottenham Hotspur, as all predicted Man City to win or draw in that game, but unfortunately that did not happen, as well as Man City lost woefully to Tottenham Hotspur 4-0. That has never happened in the entire history of Pep Guardiola, losing 5 matches in a row. Not even when he was at Barcelona, not even when he was at Bayern Munich, and not even when, the early days of Man City when it just started. So I believe that sooner or later, Man City would bounce back, but when and how soon, that is what I just don't know. Of course, moving on this one, also predicted under 3.5 goals in the expert prediction. Unfortunately as well, that did not materialize. But there is one thing to smile about, because another alternate prediction for the expert prediction of over 11.5 full-time goal kicks was on point, as the game ended with about 17 goal kicks from there. And also for the prediction between Barcelona and Celta Vigo, predicted over 2.5 goals, which was on point, as the game ended 2-2 between them. And as well, looking at the expert prediction, away over 12.5 shots towards goal was also on point, as Barcelona finished the game with more than 13 shots towards the goal. And as well, our alternate prediction of over 4.5 save was also on point. Now, moving into another prediction, we got AC Milan versus Juventus in the Italian Serie A. Although we predicted a both team to score in that game, it was a really tight encounter. The game ended in a stalemate. Unfortunately, our prediction wasn't accurate. But our over 13 goal kicks was as well on point, as well as over 4.5 goalkeeper saves in the expert prediction. You see, I can keep going on and on and on, and you would testify to the fact that right here at the Ensure Zone, all our predictions, definitely you have to smile to the bank. So how about you share this video to your friend so that he can as well enjoy some of these predictions like you're doing right now. So away from the predictions from last week, how about we check out our top picks for this week? Let's go.
Smile to the bank all the time with Bet Insured. Choose Bet Insured.
So now welcome to the predictions for this week. We've got another round of tasty predictions, big odds predictions to serve you from this week. And starting tomorrow on Saturday in the Premier League, when Arsenal will be traveling to West Ham United in another London derby. That is a big one. Well, if you ask me about West Ham United, under Lionel Lopetegui, they've not really been impressive. I was expecting so much from the beginning of the season from West Ham United, but with the way they are right now, it is not looking like they are going to, qualify for Europe or anything. It's still so long in the Premier League right now, but let's just see what would happen. But against Arsenal, let's check out the team streak between Arsenal and West Ham United. Now, starting with the team streak right here for West Ham United. In their last 5 games, 4 times out of that, they've done over 2.5 goals. Even if you'd have to look at West Ham United right now, they don't score plenty, but definitely you will see that they are always a product of more than 2.5 goals involving themselves in every game they play. Also, they have seen a record of both teams scoring between themselves 5 times out of the last 7 games. And as well, for Arsenal, in the team streak, in the games they've been playing, about 5 times out of 7, they have scored first. 5 times out of 7. So that means that you should expect Arsenal to always be that team that will always want to be at the front foot whenever they face any team. Now, away from the team streak, let's check out the head-to-head between Arsenal and West Ham United. Now, for the head-to-head record between them, more than 2.5 goals has happened between Arsenal and West Ham United 4 times out of the last 5 games between both of them. Also, and when it comes to bookings, not really so much cards have been, given in this fixture. In fact, there have been a record of less than 4.5 bookings in the last 10 games. So that means if you're thinking about, going for card bookings, maybe over card bookings, you might not actually be in a safe place. That is why I'd advise, if you're going for card bookings, you just go for the unders on this. Also, meanwhile, for corner kicks, less than 10.5 corner kicks have been recorded between West Ham United and Arsenal. So if you want to go for the corners, you have to really be careful. So if you ask me, what is the full-time prediction and what our expert analysts saying regarding Arsenal and West Ham United? Well, for our expert analysts regarding West Ham and Arsenal, they are still going for over 2.5 goals between them. Arsenal definitely to take the win, 3-1 in the correct score. And of course, the expert prediction for this match is over 4.5 goalkeeper saves. Over 4.5 goalkeeper saves. Now, moving away from Arsenal, let's get into another game between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Yeah, this game promises to be a really tight encounter. Chelsea right now, they are currently third in the Premier League table, and they will be aiming to get more points again when they take on struggling Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a draw against Crystal Palace last time out in the Premier League. But right now, can they cause an upset at the Stamford Bridge? Well, I am not so sure about that, if there's going to be any upset. So that is why I'll be tilting towards a both team to score prediction today, because Chelsea, they've been really poor when it comes to clean sheets and all of that. So at Stamford Bridge, I see Chelsea trying to impress their fans, the home advantage coming in. But will Chelsea keep a clean sheet? I do not think so. So a both team to score with the correct score at 2-1 in favor of Chelsea. And the expert prediction, you go for over 11.5 goal kicks, or better still, you go for over 7.5 corner kicks in that game. And as well, we're still in the English Premier League, the biggest game coming up this weekend. This is definitely between Liverpool and Manchester City. Liverpool and Manchester City have shown in recent years that they are rivals. We saw what has happened ever since Jurgen Klopp was still at Liverpool, and Pep Guardiola was as well at Man City. Even after Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool, we're still seeing the rivalry right now, in which Ancelotti is currently at the top of the table. Man City right now, they're not in a good form. But do you think that this poor form of Man City is going to affect their performance against Liverpool? We always expect a high-scoring affair in this game, and it has proven so in recent years. So will the same thing happen this time around when Liverpool face Manchester City at the Anfield Stadium? We are just about to find out. So I will be going for another both team to score in this game as my full-time prediction, with the score at 2-2, 2-2 between. I don't think anybody will cancel each other out, no matter the poor record for Manchester City. And knowing pretty well that Kevin De Bruyne might be getting a start in that game. So definitely, I am expecting a tight encounter, a both team to score, and a 2-2 correct score prediction in this one. Now, how about our expert prediction for this? Lots of shots to be played, lots of attacking football. I'm seeing that as a end-to-end football, knowing that Liverpool is an attacking team. Manchester City as well, they are an attacking team. So definitely, there are going to be lots of chances, lots of attacks and everything. So I'm going for over 23.5 shots towards the goal. Over 23.5 shots towards the goal. Of course, we got the Premier League midweek actions that will be going down. So how about we look into that one? Arsenal will be taking on Manchester United on Wednesday, right in the Premier League. This period is now when teams will have to be doing their, rotation. Squad players will now, playing a vital role in the team selections and everything, all like that. And of course, for Arsenal and Manchester United, meanwhile, Man United have a new manager. This is going to be the biggest game that they will be facing yet in a Manchester United color. And what a good time it is to have that against Arsenal, who are trying to get every point possible so that they can get at least closer into the chances of getting the Premier League title this time around. But Arsenal are at home. Or does Manchester United have a chance of actually causing an upset at the Emirates Stadium? I don't really think so. So now going to the prediction between Arsenal and Manchester United, I see Arsenal taking the win in this one, but not totally. So I'm going to just ensure it by giving them a win or draw based on the home advantage to Arsenal. So a 1x to Arsenal with the full-time result at 2-1. I see Manchester United scoring in this one, but I don't see them taking all the win. For the expert prediction for Arsenal and Manchester United, I'll be going for over 5 saves, knowing that Onana seems to be the man in form right now, as well as David Raya. So I think that there will be saves, lots of saves in this game. Now, away from the English Premier League, now we've got a Spanish La Liga action that will be going down between Real Sociedad and Real Betis. For that one, I think it's a straight way for me. I go for Real Sociedad 1x in this game, home win or draw, with the correct score at 1-1 between them. And you can as well go for under 3.5 goals, or also go for over 12.5 goal kicks. But this one is for those that want to actually go for a risky predictions. You can go for a full-time draw between Real Sociedad and Real Betis. Now, away from the Spanish La Liga, Torino will go in against Napoli this weekend in the Italian Serie A. So I see Napoli taking the win or draw in that game. So definitely, because they are still aiming to get ahead of Atalanta in the Serie A. They're still fighting for the Scudetto right now, so they would not want any slip up in that quest for the Scudetto. So I see them actually struggling to come out in this one. X2 to Napoli away from home, and I see the expert prediction at Napoli to win either half. Or if you don't want to go for that one, you can go for over 7.5 corner kicks. And yes, definitely away from the Italian Serie A, we're still giving you all our top predictions for this week. Now let's get into the German Bundesliga, where actions will be happening between Leipzig and Wolfsburg, and that's going to be on Saturday, tomorrow. That game, we know so well that Bundesliga, is a league that, it brings so many goals. Lots of teams score against each other, and you could as well see over 2.5. I mean, last week we saw Leverkusen come from 2 goals down to win 4-2 against Heidenheim. How much more can you expect from Bundesliga than that one? So I see lots of goals being scored in this, because Leipzig, they are not really that team that, we used to know them as. This season, at some point, they were topping the table. Some points they dropped. But Wolfsburg as well, towards the beginning of the season as well, I think the first 5 games, they were high-flying, and now they're down. But both of them will be aiming to actually impress their fans in that game. So I see both teams to score in that game with a correct score of 2-2 between them, and as per prediction of over 22.5 shots towards goal. Knowing that Bundesliga is an attacking league, so you expect a lot of end-to-end football between these sides. So over 22.5 shots towards the goal in that one.
Smile to the bank all the time with BetInsured. Choose BetInsured.
Also, Bayern Munich will be taking on Borussia Dortmund. That is as well on Saturday, but that is the late kickoff by 5:30 on Saturday. That's going to definitely be happening right there at the Signal Iduna Park. But Dortmund, am I going to say that they are going to give Bayern Munich the run for their money? I'm not so sure, because Dortmund this season under Nuri Sahin, they're not really that team that you can just close your eye and say they're going to just give you the best. But against Bayern Munich, do I see them causing an upset? I'm not so sure. So that's why I'm going to be going for an over 2.5 goals and a 3-1 win for the correct score to Bayern Munich plus an expert prediction of over 5 goalkeeper saves. Over 5 goalkeeper saves. And finally, from the DFB Poker, that will be happening on Tuesday, we got Bayern Munich in action again. This time at the Allianz Arena against Bayer Leverkusen. This game promises to be a lot of fun. So let me just go straight into the predictions for those of you that want to actually bank on that one. Both teams to score, definitely. It's straight to the point. Leverkusen scores are plenty. Bayern Munich scores are plenty. So you can expect both of them to bring in their goal scoring boots into that K. As well, you can go for 2-all correct score, 2 goals to 2 between them, and an over 2.5 goals in the expert prediction, over 2.5 goals. And as well, you can go for over 5.5 goalkeeper saves, over 5.5 goalkeeper saves. So yes, that is all our topics for this week. Thank you so much for being part of this week's Ensured Zone, brought to you by Bet Ensured. Next time, I'll be back again. But before I go, don't forget, like, comment, and share this video. Remember to share it to your friends so that they can as well enjoy all the big odds, top predictions that we go for you right here. Also, you can as well visit Bet Ensured at www.betensured.com for more amazing prediction as well as more content to serve you. My name is Tim the Sports Guy once again. Until next time, do remember, right here at the Ensured Zone podcast, we just do not predict the future. We ensure it. See you on the next one, and bye for now.